Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to the stream. It is Tuesday night, and we're back for our actual final match day before I fly to Albany. I'm actually going to be flying to Albany tomorrow afternoon, and this is obviously in for the Boblin Superstars event that's happening over the 4th of July weekend. 4-day event, one of the biggest tournaments in the world in terms of prize money as well. Many of the world's best players will be there, and yeah, that's what I'm preparing for right now. So hoping we can get some last minute practice in tonight, and as always we'll be playing another 6 games, so we'll be playing all the way up to games 33 to 38 tonight out of this 50 game series. So we'll have 2 more match days after this, and those 2 will be played after Albany, but before SPC. So there'll be a week worth of games that we'll be getting ourselves into and continuing with. So yeah, that is what is in store right now. We'll obviously more people will be turning up real soon. Again, say hello if you're around as well. Always good to know who is here. But yeah, I am flying up tomorrow. Obviously Thursday, my next stream will be the date of when the actual tournament starts. So playing from Thursday all the way to Sunday. Flying back Sunday, probably going to spend a bit of time analyzing whatever games that I played in Albany. So I won't be streaming on Tuesday next week in 7 days. So won't be doing that. But I will be back on Thursday, so 9 days from now. I'll be probably doing some kind of analysis stream throughout some of the games that I've played, that I would have played in Albany. And then the following 2 streams, so 2 weeks from now, I'll be just doing those last 2 match days before I fly out to SPC as well. So that's kind of what it looks like for the next couple of weeks or so. Hi to Noah in the chat as well. Good to see you. And yes, we'll see you in Albany very soon. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun tournament. So yeah, happy to see you there too, playing. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. So I guess we should just get started with the games. All right, so we've played 32 games against the BESTBOT. You can see at the bottom of the screen the record right now, 12.5 to 19.5. And a spread of minus 940. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're going to try and close the gap a little bit tonight. I guess that's what we're trying to be aiming for. 6 games to go for the evening. So let's begin game 33. Alright, BESTBOT's going to go first. I hope everyone is enjoying the... Oh, hi to Sir Fink as well. Good to see you here. I hope everyone is enjoying the coverage on the Wesper Scrabble YouTube channel, featuring the GOAT Nigel Richards against 2-time and current world champion Adam Logan. They're both playing a best of 15 games. As their kind of warm up to the main event for Albany. I think they've played 7 games so far. I didn't catch the end of the stream. I guess they played 7. And as far as I'm aware, I think Nigel has got 3 wins and Adam has 4 wins, I think. So I mean, correct me if I'm okay, good. Okay, 4-3 to Adam. So yeah. It's a very, very close battle, and I know that Adam picked out a lot of blanks to start the series. We'll have to see tomorrow if that will start evening itself out. Good evening to Hopeful Matter as well. Good to see you here tonight. Let's see. Oh, I think the music's a bit loud. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Oh, I don't want to... Probably can't hear what I'm saying. Sorry. Okay. But sure, spent a lot of time on that. Yeah, spent about a minute on that exchange. I think maybe like bow or hob or something. I'm just wondering if there's anything longer that is worth playing here. Maybe just bow. So yeah, also don't forget that that Nigel Richards and Adam Logan will be playing in the main event at Albany as well, in Albany. So quite possible, I guess. There's a possibility that I could be playing against them as well. If I do well enough, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, we've got to be ready for that. Gonna be no easy games in the top division. So we'll see if that ever happens, or if I manage to get myself on the stream at some point. So the bot bingo blocked my bingo through the B. So maybe is it just this? Ooh, throwing a lot of vowels here. So yes, the main event, I believe, will be on the Let's Play Scrabble YouTube channel, not the Wesper YouTube channel. So go ahead and follow them if you, or subscribe to their channel at least, if you haven't already done that. There'll be plenty of Scrabble action waiting for you this week. Oh man. Maybe I should go here instead. Is that better? Because I'm behind, I probably should do something like this. I think it's slightly more open, but again, I'm not particularly drawing too greatly here. Continuously drawing 1-point tiles that don't give me any bingos. And don't forget, as well, within this series and these streams tonight, I will be going through every single game through Macondo and analyzing where I potentially went wrong. So we'll be dissecting a little bit of that later on as well. Oh, I do have this. It's 37 points. Looks pretty good. So yeah, I think I might just do this. Okay, we have Reciter. Have you considered drawing better? I mean, I've considered it, but, you know, I'm failing at that also. Saving my, trying to save my good luck for Albany, or maybe I'm just gonna potentially draw badly there as well. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, we've got Reciter now. I think this might be the only bingo playable. Unless there's something through the V, which I don't think there is, so I think that's what we're going to have to do here. So now we're just 1 point behind, at least for right now. Okay, Zap has come down. I think Wiz looks like a standout play here. There's really not much to do, as far as I can see. Keeping some good tiles and getting rid of my 2 worst tiles. Scoring well as well. This might be one of my highest scoring plays. So yeah, I think this might be the move. So let's do that. Oh, is there anything here? Oh man, okay, the bot bingos. Sailors looks like the play here. I think there's only one place for this also. Might just be that here with belts. Avant doesn't, the hook for Avant doesn't quite fit, so oh, I have Solarize as well. Wait, let me just see how much this is. 73, and Solarize is going to be more, 77. So yeah, I think this is it. Well, not the best draw in the world, but let's see. Oh, okay, so Trucage has come down. That's not gonna help whatsoever here. So the question, what is gonna help me? Is probably some points and maybe opening a few other things. So maybe Wormy looks pretty good, 48 points. Kind of halves the deficit. And opens some, well, W's. The 2 W's are not particularly great bingo lanes, but could have to try and hope for a blind Grenasse here, which we don't get. I did draw to Overdid, which actually plays above Zap. So Overdid is an option here. Oh man, the bot bingoes with Wooingly. Which is a shame because it's a bingo and it probably means the bot's going to win now. But I do still have Overdid underneath the Y, which I think is going to be the standout play here. And of course the Q and the I are still on the bot's rack, so I think it's going to play QI. Or maybe something like Fakir or something. Yeah, there we go. It sets up the X and the XI next to the Q as well. And it does threaten an outplay, and even XI in the top right corner, so does a lot of very good things for the bot. So yeah. Again, don't feel like I've necessarily played badly here. Again, I'm really, the whole exercise of all this is just to play as well as I possibly can. There's obviously nothing significant up for grabs here in terms of winning this, let's be completely honest, but we're just hoping to just do well, I guess. Mesh scores 40. It's gonna be hard to find another play that scores anywhere near that. whilst getting rid of some ugly tiles. The bot can go out, so I'm gonna have to play the S. I can play meh as well. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it. We got close, but yeah, not close enough, unfortunately. Alright, so there we go. That is game 1 in the books. We will analyze this game in the background whilst we update the scoreboard. This now puts the bot up to 20.5. This is a loss of 93 points. So we're at a spread of minus 1,033 now. 12 and 5 to 20.5. That's the record we're at right now. Okay. So Commander says I got to get better at the overlaps like mesh. Yep, there's very much a very necessary Scrabble skill of just racking up as many points as you can, making as many words as you can. A lot of it is just vision and very strong knowledge of the short words in the dictionary. Okay, so let's have a look at what Macondo has said about my gameplay against the BESTBOT. I've always said this, and this is just a personal goal. I'm always aiming to play to an elo of over 2,000, according to Macondo. That's always a good, solid baseline figure that you're playing well, I guess. 2,300 is the highest you can get to with no errors. So yeah, let's have a look. Alright, so here it is. You can see up here, these are my plays, and I have hardly got any errors whatsoever, like all the way here. Only Louis versus Uoi on the 3rd turn was the slight, very, very slight difference. I guess I could have played Baith instead of Bow. It's a 3% error. It actually wanted me not to play the bingo with Overdin. I don't really know if that's really an error at all, to be honest with you. Maybe in certain circumstances I can win, but I'm 145 points behind. There's literally no way I think I can realistically win this game. And then Bush is a slightly better outplay, well, endgame play. Where's that? 14A. Oh, it just blocks XIS, basically. That's essentially what it's trying to tell me, instead of where it actually went out. So yeah, not too bad at all. So yeah, pretty good. 2183 as a estimated elo, which you can see right here. Did not miss any bingos. All the bingos that were I say it's not necessarily possible, but all the bingos that were the best move according to Macondo were the ones that I found, or at least like I didn't miss any bingos on those turns. So that's good. So yeah, not too bad. All right, let's take that Macondo thing down, and let's start the next game. Game number 2. All right, I'm going first, and I have the blank, but I also have the Q and the V and the F. So really what I'm looking at here is to try and get rid of the Q, which I can't do. And then you're looking at getting rid of the V and the F, which I can't really do together. So it's quite possible that exchanging F, V, Q, maybe the D, maybe I think I'll keep the D, but maybe exchanging those 3 is probably the best thing to do and try and going for bingo next turn. Okay, so I ended up drawing another D, but I drew the Z as well, so my rack has improved, but not quite to a bingo. But that is fine. Okay, the bot plays Jowd. This kind of sets up Z above the E of Jowd. Just making sure that there's no like bingos through the O. I think like zoned or dozen, but it's not anywhere near as that good. So I think Z is really the play here, keeping the blank. So let's do that. Okay. So yeah, there's actually a very fruitful spot underneath Jowd if you can fit some words there, but the bot didn't go there. So what have I got here? Do I have any bingos on this for this rack here? So I do have the L hook for fascia. This is actually a very dangerous spot. Lots of, we can put the E there as well. So yeah, thinking about what to do here. It is tough. Maybe something with the A. Go through the alphabet here. Not entirely sure that I'm missing anything. Oh, hey, yes, good morning to Brentus Fam. It's good to see you here. First of all, I will say I have seen your message. I have seen your, I know that you emailed me. I was going to get back to you, and then I had some work to do, and then some other things. But the reason I haven't got back to you yet is because I'm still getting my wife to decide what kind of tile she wants, and she is actually interested in doing it. So that is why I haven't I haven't said anything yet. So apologies for my non-existent reply as of right now, and I know that I'm going to Albany tomorrow, so yes, I will get back to you very soon. But at the same time, I do like the stuff that you have showed me already. It looks very good. I do kind of like the slight gold outline around the letters as well. It looks very nice. I think I'm leaning towards that at the very least. But yeah, yeah, if you do have any other different shades of red that you think is probably more likely, more closer to what it should be, then yeah, I'll await that as well. Again, absolutely no rush on it either. Like, there's no rush on that either from my point of view. Yeah, so oh, my wife's in the chat. Oh, now you can both talk to each other. Okay. I can't find a bingo here. I feel like there's something here, but I don't know what it is. Maybe there's nothing here. I'm kind of just leaning to just playing bod otherwise, which again scores pretty well. You got the L for facial, so maybe I'll just do that. What are the dates and times for Albany? I think it starts Thursday morning, so it's in the Eastern time zone in the US. I don't exactly know when the first game is. I probably should know, but I don't know. I think it's probably like 9:30 or something? 9 o'clock? 9:30 or something like that? It's normally around there, then it normally like starts a bit late, so like 10 minutes, 15 minutes late. So it's probably around like something like that. and it'll probably just be like I think it's 8 games first 3 days. So Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then 4 games on Sunday, and then before lunchtime on Sunday, it will be closing stuff, prize giving. Okay, 9:30. Okay, 9:30 it is. Okay, 9:30 Eastern in the US. Same for the word. Yeah, it does start a little bit early. Yeah, I was quite a bit aback by how early. Well, I say how early it was, but that it had already started. I was too busy watching the World Cup, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, there's a game. There's some Scrabble going on. Too much sport this week, yeah. And also, Wimbledon just started, I think, maybe yesterday? I think Serena Williams lost today. Unfortunately, if you're a Serena fan. We're going to play this one here. Open up some bingo lanes from a blank. Wait, I need to think about if there's a bingo here. I haven't actually properly thought about it yet. Thielen. See Thielen. But yes, Brendan's famous. I was also going to say that my wife Lindsay is kind of the first thought about what she might like is something pickleball themed. And I was like, okay, the pickleball can be yellow, and what kind of background? But she wanted to make it a little bit more girly, so might be pink, maybe? I don't know. Pink, and then like one of the blanks would be like a pickleball. But then again, I'm like, well, I guess both blanks don't have to be pickleballs. One of them could be, and then one could be a paddle, for example. But then I'm like, at the same time, I know what people are like with playing with other people's tiles that are pink and yellow. Then I'm like, well, some people might complain about that. And then the font might just be something kind of relatively like normal and like easy to read. Nothing like all over the place, you know what I mean? That makes sense. Nothing too fancy. Okay, I think I'm just gonna play this. Okay, I do have bingos now. You said free font sites. And you have a link here, but the link doesn't go through. I guess I can play Mortally here. Okay, I think we're gonna do that. These pro players are always worried that people will complain. I mean, yes, people will always find something to complain about. That's not just with Scrabble, that's just with anything. So, I mean, you can't please everybody at the end of the day. There's no real point in trying to do that. Yeah, it's just that the link that you gave isn't posted on Twitch, so you might have to like put a space or break up the words a little bit, so that, or just give like the you know, not sort of the URL, but like part of the URL, or like with spaces in it or something, and then we'll kind of understand what you're saying or where to go. Okay, defont.com. Okay, thank you. There you go. That we understood that. Nice. You can put your kids' faces on the blanks. The problem, well, the thing is we have 3 kids, so who's going to miss out? That's the question. Who's the least favorite? Then we'll know for sure. It'll be official. Okay, we got Egg. I think, is Egg really going to be the best player here? Might be tricky in only 3 colors. Okay. Pickleball's out there though with the Google search. Yeah. I don't know if there's a kind of file format or picture format that you need or something. I don't know. Okay, we'll play egg. Drawn into a bingo, but there's not really any space to play any bingos at this moment in time. Yeah, SVG, okay. Wade. 41. Oh, it's a lot of points. So a pickleball is a sphere with the circular holes in it. Yes, it's basically like a wiffle ball, basically. But obviously, because it's pickleball and it's some kind of sport, then they need to make it, you know, the same for everybody. But essentially, it is kind of a wiffle ball. Hopeful Meta said, I did this today. But you played pickleball? Is that what you're referring to? Oh man, I don't know what to do here. I can extend ED to like Creneld or something. I don't want to use both E's though. Oh, I thought recleaned fit. No, it didn't quite. Doesn't quite fit. I think I need to open up the board though. This is not great otherwise. I might have to do Creneld. 36 opens up to a whole bunch of stuff at the top of the board here. Okay, I did draw one of the last 2 E's. This is kind of what I was worried about in terms of playing both my E's. So at the end of this game, I'm actually going to put out the prediction as well. You guys can get involved with the prediction that we'll have going once we finish this game. You guys can predict how many games you think I will win by the end of the stream. This is game number 2 out of 6. Okay, exam has come down. This pretty much blocks off all the bingo lands. I could even play something like Hexagon. I can just play Hog, I guess. I don't really want to keep too many vowels, but so I could just put HO here. Again, don't really want to play the E. Maybe I'll have to play the E. Like, I'm also behind by a fair bit, so any extra points I can get is going to be good. I think the E is probably going to slow me down a little bit in terms of getting a bingo ending with IC or through the E already here on the board. I'll be holding 3 vowels, so with a lot of vowels still to come, maybe I should just get rid of the E here. It's kind of not what you're supposed to be doing in a normal situation, but I think that this situation I'm supposed to do something like this. So at least now you can, I mean, I didn't necessarily draw into anything, but at least the vowel to constant ratio is a bit more normal. If I had another E in my rack, I might be staring at 5 vowels right now. So many fonts of that website. There you go. there's yeah. I mean, fonts is a completely whole new world that you didn't know existed. Once you look at it and you be like, surely there's just like, you know, you see the fonts that you use on like, I don't know, Microsoft Word or whatever, and you're like, oh, there's like 100 fonts there. That's pretty much it. And then, boom, you see like millions of them, literally millions. You don't even know where to start. What's BESTBOT's average score? That's a good question. I don't have that information at hand right now, but I would probably guess against me probably somewhere to like 460 to 480 or so. It's gonna be very high. I might even say it could be even more than that. Could be around closer to the 470, 480 range. So you're gonna have to score a lot of points against it just to even have a shot at winning. Does it say on the profile? I mean, it says that, but like again, it also just depends on who the bot's playing too. Like it says, I think 470, but his average score is not going to be the same playing me versus a beginner or someone who's 1200 or 1600, you know. BESTBOT's already playing better players because you've got to pay for him. That is also true. Or if people just want punishment all day long, like me, then yeah, it's gonna weigh you down eventually. That's fine. I'm used to it now already, so it's fine. What's another loss at this stage? Okay, well, I've taken about 2.5 minutes to think about this move, and I still am none the wiser. And the problem is that with Bree, the bot scored a lot of points, and is still 100 ahead. So like I really kind of need to bingo and also score a lot of points on this turn, which doesn't really look or seem possible with what I have. Maybe something like Allgite, but again, it doesn't really score much. A lot of I's, a lot of T's, don't want the U. Keep an eye for the IC ending as well, but do block the E, which is not good. Again, I don't really see any situation where I can actually win this game, but I'm just going to play this anyway. Okay, Brentus Firmus said, I have the pickable blank. Oh, nice. Nice job. Okay, I don't know if my wife's in the chat. Maybe a paddle for the other blank? Yeah, so the paddle is kind of a pickable paddle. Don't know how you would describe it. How would you describe a pickable paddle? More square than a ping pong paddle. Yeah, or like a slightly rectangular. Yeah, it's not the face of the paddle isn't that big, like that huge. It's nowhere near as big as, well, not so nowhere near, but it's not as big as a tennis racket face. You need to find a suitable free one. Yeah. But yeah, I guess if you just Googled it, you will see at least what we're talking about. Okay, what am I doing here? 4 tiles in the bag. I don't really want to play Kino, but I might have to. I'm really not sure what else I'm supposed to do, though, to be honest with you. Ooh. So the bot can play... Yeah, the bot's going to block my bingo at the top of the board, something like Protonic. Is also keeping... it's actually trying to play out with Coin, and also throwing Quonk onto the K here. So I think it's actually better for me to actually block the K. Because Quonk is going to score like 54, and Coin is about 30 something. So I think I need to block this spot first. Maybe something like Prink. Solid paddle, please. Do you want to know? Do you want with little holes in it or just solid? Yeah, it's more of a solid thing. Bonk. Okay, I think this might be it. Okay, here we go. I think the one with holes is for Padel. Yes. Yeah, the one with holes is basically with Padel. It's a different sport. With like an indoor, like almost like an indoor Perspex box with doors on the side. It's like tennis and squash, like almost put together. That makes sense. Okay, so we lost that game by 109. So what I will do right now is put out a prediction. Oh, I had my prediction open somewhere, but I must have got rid of it. Let me just set that back up real quick. All right. So I'm currently on... I don't have any wins yet for today, but we'll look to do something about that real soon. Okay, so we have the prediction out right now. So you can use your 89 coins wisely, get predicting on what you think the result will be by the end of the evening. There's still 4 more games to go. So still some time to win some games, but we're currently at 12.5 to 21.5. So let me update the scoreboard. Okay, so we're at minus 1142 now. And we're 9 games behind the BESTBOT. So let's do that. Okay, Macondo is still going through the game. It is about halfway through. So we'll just wait for that for the time being. But again, don't forget, the prediction is still live. We do have a lot of coins at option 2 now. 14 to 14.5 wins. Option 3 is currently what we're at right now. 12.5, sorry, 13.5 or fewer. So I need to win 1 game at most. And option 1, the most positive one of them all, is 15.0 or better. So I'm going to have to win at least 2.5 for that out of the next 4 games. So use your A9 quiz wisely, get predicting what you think the result will be, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, Macondo has spoken. So let's have a look at what Macondo has said about game number 2. Again, looking to play at a standard over 2,000 estimated elo. So yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so first of all, we did play over 2,000 at 2050. So that is nice. So the bot may set a few errors, maybe more towards the end of the game when the game is kind of falling away from me. The game can be a little bit weird when things like that happen. The bot wanted me to play Kareen instead of Crenald. Mortally was best as well. What's that? 12C. Oh, Gitano underneath Tipulars, the bingo. Okay. But that kept UI, which is not great. 13C. Oh, just above Wade. Interesting. Doesn't really do anything though. And actually, my better, slightly better last move would be pin work onto the triple there, getting an extra 3 points. So yeah, not really too many like big errors whatsoever. To be honest with you, it's actually not that bad at all. Again, not perfect, but it's not too far away at least. And yeah, again, 2050 estimated elo, which is also good, and no missed bingos as well. All right, so let's continue with game number 3. And we'll get this Macondo thing off the screen. All right, let's go. I think Macondo, so BESTBOT's going to go first. So we'll see how that goes. Bot exchanges for, I think a standard play here is just by QI, doesn't really give too much away. Do also have to consider exchanging, but I think this is actually okay here. Really gives away minimal stuff. So minimal that I can barely make a move, a decent move here the next turn if it stays like this. But I think QI is best here. 22 points is worth taking here. Okay, Not has come down. Could play Brothy here. Kind of gets rid of a lot of my bad tiles. Keeps JO, which I can play next turn. Doesn't give away much at all, so I think this is the move. Oh boy, look at that. Wow, the bot's already going for the S hook without any S's or blanks being played. What does that even mean? Oh boy. That's crazy. Because I can't do anything to block that as well, so we're basically a sitting duck here for an S-hook that we don't have. And surely the bot might already have like 3 S's or something. There's no... Why would it have played this? Maybe it's holding like 2 S's in the blank or something. But this is almost impossible to block. So yeah, this is gonna be a painful one. Kind of slightly leaning towards just playing Jan. Jann. Probably keeps the best leave out of all different moves. So it scores 20 points, so might have to just do this. Okay, we've got to hope for the best here, that the bot hasn't got like a 100-point bingo, which it quite likely has. It must be very certain that it's going to play there next, or it's going to play there. Okay, there it is. There's an S. Unfortunately, it's not a bingo. But in the grand scheme of things, that was probably about as best case scenario as I could have hoped for. Could have been a bingo, could have been an even bigger tile that would have hit that triple. Oh wait, whoa, I almost missed it. The D here actually gives me a bingo, just realized. Wasn't even looking at the D as a bingo lane, but there it is, reloaned. Phew, almost missed it. Didn't look hard enough. Okay, again, don't forget there is a prediction ongoing. You can still vote for any of the 3 options in the Twitch prediction here. Option 2 already has a bunch of coins on it. So feel free to put some coins down on what you think the result might be tonight. And there you go, there's a blank there, but no other S's. So yeah, very ballsy choice there from the bot playing Olav. So yeah, I think I can play Mongoose here. I predict you will have fun. I'm always having fun here. That's not a problem. Just will I win? That's the big story here. Okay, I got the blank. You still have about 9 minutes left to make your prediction, so there's no, I guess say no overall rush, but the prediction will end probably before you even realize it, so make sure you get your coins down before you either forget or they probably run out of time. Duchess comes down. Okay, so I do have some bingos through the E and the S of Duchess, but it just gives away a lot of points. So I'm partly wondering if this is where Macondo will almost instruct you not to bingo in this turn. Like, it could suggest to you to play like fair or something. And wait for a better opportunity to not give away too much, but there could just be another bingo that I'm just not seeing. I could put, I think re-soften is also a word, right? This actually might be worth playing. So the F is tripled. So yeah, I think we'll do that. I just saw that one. That scores a lot. That is definitely better than playing FE. Okay, Wame has come down. So after that, we're now about tied. I can play something underneath Jan, like Yaga, for 47, or Yager, however you pronounce it. Again, just making sure I'm not missing anything here. Maybe that is the move then. Okay. Lots of eyes unseen as well, though. Which is going to be the problem here. I could draw into a bunch of eyes. Definitely not something we want. But this does score so much. Yeah, we definitely feel a bit better if I did play off an eye, but I don't think we can here. So yeah, let's do this. Hope for no eyes. Okay, we've got one. Could be worse. Okay, a veil. Interesting. So there's a few different openings on the edges of the board here. So we're looking at blocking a few lanes off, but we're not that far in front to really be doing that too stringently here. But we do need to get rid of these eyes. We don't want to be drawing a third one. Winning percentages will plummet if that happens. So we could play Pi. That gets rid of my duplicate tiles. This doesn't seem too bad. The only, say, downside is it doesn't really block anything, but the Z might be the biggest thing now, and the X as well. They are going to be the biggest routes to victory here. Okay, so I think we're going to go with this. Okay, we've got the X. For text underneath the E of Mongoose, so the bot already had the Z. It feels like this might be a no-brainer here. It might just be text and XI. Getting rid of a duplicate I here, 51 points, puts us back in front. Keeps some relatively good tiles as well. So it could just be this. Okay, we just drawn into Air Radio, which doesn't play. Actually, Zig ended up blocking Air Radio at 8. Okay, Tup has come down. Oh, I do have a really nice nifty play here of Redier, but this actually does empty the bag. 36 points. Empties the bag. Now, is that actually something that I want to do? It does block the last bingo lane through the R of Resoften. This also puts me up by 24. And it just scores so much. 24 going into... Yeah, 24 point lead into an endgame is actually quite a lot. Especially on a board like this with what tiles are left, this might actually be the winningest play. I feel like anything that doesn't empty the bag is probably going to not give me a good enough chance to win. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with this here. Throw a bit of caution to the wind there, and it does look like we've just drawn into the last E and the S, which, I mean, on the face of it, looks like should give me a much better chance of winning now. The bot's going to have to come up with an out and 2 here that scores well. But yes, again, on the face of it, as far as I can see, I think I might have got this game now. It's looking a lot better now for me. I can do something like Oceans here. That's going to be 26. Does open the triple, but the bot's going to play off a bunch of tiles here. And it might not even reach the triple with what tiles are left with the O, so... I think I can... Yeah, I should be able to win this game now. But yeah, we're going to see what the bot does next. Good evening to where were you guys? Good evening, Austin. So much good content today between Scrabble and Footy. Yep. That's all the best stuff, right? Yeah, so yeah, I hope you were enjoying the Western Word Wars between Nigel Richards and Adam Logan earlier today. I think Nigel up, Adam up 4-3 going into tomorrow's set of games. Obviously, best of 15 to first to 8 will take the series. And not only that, I will be in Albany joining them tomorrow. Actually, I'm actually flying out there tomorrow with my wife Lindsay, and actually my daughter Leah is also going to be playing as well in the WoW division, which actually I think might only be one division because they haven't got 40 players, so you might be thrown to the deep end there with some of the big dogs. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, Rig has come down. That's an interesting play here. This does block my move of Oceans. But what is it doing now? What is it actually planning here? Given the power of the blank, Nigel got unlucky today. That's definitely right. Very unlucky to not pick a blank in the first four games. Which again, this also is a luck-based game, so it can happen. Oh man, we might get multiple shins on stream. Although unlikely, because I think well, Leah's WoW division is not going to be on stream, and my wife Lindsay's playing in the Division 2. So I don't think either of those divisions are going to be featured on the stream, as far as I know anyway. We'll make sure to wave to the camera at lunchtime. Yes. For sure. Alright, so the prediction has actually now ended, so yeah. I think only one person, I think my wife was the only person to put some coins down. I could actually restart this prediction if you guys want to. So you guys have a bit more time to do it. Wait, I might actually do that real quick. I'll do it again. I'll make it open again to everybody. Give you guys a bit more time to do it. Sorry to my wife who has put some coins down. I will reset it so people can do it. I'll give you another, I don't know, say 10 minutes to put some coins down. Alright. And again, my wife can always, yeah, you can always put some coins down again. How do you know it was me? It tells me in the chat next to your name next to everyone's name actually, what prediction result you decided to vote for. So yeah, you can always put 2,000 coins down again, and that'll be fine. And then we'll just see who else wants to throw some coins down as well. Okay, well, I better concentrate on this game. So I'm thinking that the bot might play something like if here, and then do something like tub. Actually, tub won't fit there, or maybe like but. I think it's trying to go out in 3. I think that's what it's trying to do. So I would need to come up with some kind of way to counteract that. The thing is, I could always play something like Texas here for 31. That should be more than enough. I just don't know if there's a more elegant out and two here from my point of view, because there might not be. And having those points on the board is going to be very useful here. I'm honestly not really seeing anything. Like, there's just not really any good options to go out in two. And again, I think that the bot may have already worked that out for me. So maybe it's just playing Texas for 31, put myself 51 points in front, and just not even necessarily go out. I'm just going to score as many points as I can. Okay, we do have coins on options 1 and 2 now, so I guess that has worked. Keep them coming. So I'm expecting like an if and a but. Yeah, but here as an outplay. A kind of cute place to play Voyager here for 16. Just trying to see what is the best sequence here. Wow, what am I supposed to do here? Maybe C? Do I just block that spot? Maybe so. Okay. 10-point victory. Phew. That is good. A win on the board for tonight. That's always nice. But we had to score 495 to get there. To the BESTBOT's 485. Never an easy game against the bot here, but we now increase our wins to 13.5, and our spread is now minus 1132. So let's put that on the screen for you now. And yeah, that is good. So, actually, it looks like Macondo has actually already finished analyzing that game. So, as I keep repeating, the ELO, what we're aiming for is over 2,000. So let's see what it says. So here's this game. You can see the ELO is at 2112. No miss bingos here as well, which is very nice. 8 out of the 12 moves that I made were optimal plays, so that is also nice. And only 3 of those 4 non-optimal plays were small mistakes. And 2 of them were at the end. So that was what we needed to do. We need to play that accurately just to have that 10-point victory. So it's a very small, very slim margin for error in terms of any of the moves that could have been a slightly bigger mistake that could have cost me. But yes, not too many mistakes whatsoever. I guess this move might have been the biggest one. Okay, move 3 with Jan. He wanted me to play Joanna onto that same A of Jan. And then my 3 bingos in a row were actually all the best bingos. Yeager was good also. And then it liked me playing Xi and Ready, which is the crucial one, which ended up winning the game. It was the move that emptied the bag. So that is what I need to do to win by 10 points against the BESTBOT. But yes, a 3rd game in a row tonight where we have gone over 2,000. So that's nice. All right. So let's take that off the screen. So that's 3 games now. We're 1 and 2 against the bot. Let's move on to game number 4. Okay, so Brentus Firma says, okay, paddle sorted. Man, that was an ordeal. I'm glad that you managed to find something. Very grateful for your investigational expertise there. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I guess that could be something that my wife can do. I'm playing gory here, I think. We'll just get rid of the GOU. That's kind of what we need to do here. Okay. We have D horns. Oh, Ruinate goes straight above it. Oh, let's see. What we got? The horns can play underneath here. I'm also looking for potential bingos through letters here, making 9s. I'm almost got like the weird OUGH combination here, but there's not quite enough vowels to make up the rest of the word, so doesn't quite work. I don't think there's really anything else otherwise. So yeah, it might just be the horns. Does pretty nicely here, 77. Pretty hard to use the triple here as well with these 3 constants at the end of the word. But why play through? Why reach a triple when you can just 4-time it with a blank? That's what the bot did. Okay. So, what is the play here? Oh, ladifies. Yes, a bingo. Phew. Wait, ladifies and salified, I think. So I have 2 different bingos that play here. Is there one that's better than the other? I think they're pretty much going to be the same, almost. But yeah, maybe I'll just go with this, because I'm actually pretty much level, otherwise.
Dino dance, Dino dance, Dino dance.
You're gonna pull that one out yourself, fella.
Thank you to Bluefelly for the sub. Appreciate that so much. 4-month subscription now. Appreciate that. That is great. Thank you for your support and for watching my stream. Hoping it is it's somewhat entertaining. I don't know, and worth your while at least. So yeah, appreciate that. So when do you leave for Albany? I leave actually tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, not long now. Nice, hope it's a good flight. Yep, thank you very much. Nothing direct to Albany from where I live, so it's going to be a connecting flight. Out hit maybe. Is there anything through the L and the S? I know I have to look through these like random spots and see if there's anything there. Cannot let anything get past me. Again, it's kind of very wishful thinking, but you just have to do your due diligence here. I don't think there's anything there, so I think out hit is gonna be the move. Keeping AE, but drawing a few too many vowels. It's not too bad, but we'll power on through here. Okay, Chin has just got played. I think we're actually going to play the word that the bot played against me earlier, which is Wade. Early today, the same word. Okay. So yeah, 36 points. Keeps us about level right now. Again, we're trying to... Oh, Izar's comes down for 72. That means we're not level anymore. Things can turn in an instant here. Never a dull moment, isn't it? Just when you think you have a chance, it gets taken away from you. But we can play something above later fight though. So it might be something with Olid. Something like Yok, maybe. Oh, Yapok. Yapok, yeah, that works. 55. Okay, well actually we might not be far behind then. All right, that actually worked out a lot better than I thought. Interesting. Maybe just horizontal stripes on the paddle. Both. Maybe light pink letters on an avocado green. Interesting. So I will tell you right now that I am colorblind. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. So my eyes can only are like 8-bit colors. So I can see like yellow, I can see red, I can see blue, I can see green in its purest form. So then when you start telling me about like different shades of different colors, then I'm confused. What kind? I can't remember. I feel like I've done so many tests on these, and I keep forgetting which one it is. I know there's a blue green, blue yellow and a red green. I'm not sure if I'm both, but I think the doctor said I'm more one of than the other. But I seem to not be able to see a lot of things. So like I'm sure that you would be aware of those tests that you could do online with the dots, and then you should be able to see the number within the dots, and like I can't see any of them. There's some offshoot of red green. Okay, I mean I can't really remember. My eyes are just messed up. Savvy. Oh. Okay. So basically, like my wardrobe, is basically just like very like standard colors, because I can't really tell the colors of what I'm actually wearing. I need someone to come with me if I ever have to go clothes shopping and like tell me what colors those are. But you can tell the difference between red and bronze on your tiles. Just about. It's actually not that easy for me to see it, but it's subtle enough that I can tell. But yeah, I can tell that once you sometimes people just need to just mention it to me and be like, oh, it's there, and I look at it a bit closer and I'm like, oh, I can see it. But yeah. And it's always the same thing, like when you're at school and you tell people about this and they're like, oh, really? So what color is that tree? What color is the sky? I mean, like, well, I know what colors those are. It's like, well, you know, it's just not really proving anything because I know the sky is blue. So like, what other things do you want me to say? Like, are you expecting me to say like yellow or something? Like, it's not that bad. But when you give me like a shade of a color that's like in between two like colors, like right in the middle, like if you had a color that is right in the between, I don't know, for example, right in between any two random colors, then I'm like, I don't really know what it is. If that kind of makes sense, but again, I digress. I shouldn't really be concentrating on what I'm playing here. Let's see. Oh man. Yeah, just not enough vowels here. I feel like this is actually a very pivotal move here. Need to make the right choice. But I don't feel like there's all that many options as to what to play. So I could play Neville, but it does keep kind of bad tiles. But this is probably one of my highest scoring plays. Keeping GMT, which is not particularly a good leave at all. Especially combine some of the other higher point tiles there, or even another G or a D or something, I might be in a bit of trouble. So I don't particularly love this play. But I'm also a bit confused as to what else I'm supposed to do here. I'm not really sure. I mean, I might just have to do this. There's lots of E's left as well. Almost 50-50 with the vowels. Hoping to draw at least two. The bot just played Irie, so it probably might have more vowels in its rack, which is a slight concern. But Don't think I can do much else. Alright. I think it might just be this. Okay, we did draw 2 E's. That's good. And we drew an S as well. Bot plays mooing for 36. Leaves 2 in the bag. Ooh. That is not good. This is not looking good for me now. Only 2 tiles left in the bag as well, so it's gonna be very hard for me to come back and win this game now, because I can't really go out first either. And once again, drawing 2 E's doesn't really help me a great deal in terms of scoring points, so it's kind of tough here now. So another thing that I could potentially do here is I'm going to try and set up some kind of out and two. Like if I do something like melt, set up the S hook and maybe set up some kind of 6 tile play. I mean, I know the bot's going to probably block it, but I could draw into something like greases or graces or glaces or something. Cages, cadges, something like that. I mean, I just have to threaten something, and the bot will just block it anyway, but I think that's just what I have to try and do. Otherwise I'll just lose, but I don't know. Oh. Codges? I don't think that's a word though, I think it's just codger. I don't think it quite works. Yeah, it would have been, I mean, I'm a little bit too far behind anyway. The bot just needs to block it with anything, and it'll be fine. But yeah, what I think it's going to do now is come up with a nice out and two, and that'll be it. Going to fall slightly short here. This end game. Again, I don't know if I played this particularly accurately, but we'll see. Expecting I probably played this not as well, but I don't really know. When it gets to like the end game like this, it's hard to really know what McConnell really wants you to do. You have to really think about it, and it gets really tough to know what really the best move is going to be. So yeah, the bot's going to take a bit of time to think about this. So I feel like it's a relatively straightforward end game for it to work out, but we'll see. Wait, I'm trying to figure out what this font you're talking about is here. Kids Magazine. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I'm gonna take your word for it that it is might be the best font ever. And I'm also glad that you come to agree with it too. Okay, so what is the bot gonna do here? So it can go out with grape. It can also go out with pear. Or here as well. So it's got many places to go out. Guess I just need to go out with the best thing that I can do here. But what is that? Co's? How much is that? That's 18. I think it's probably better to play it here because I can block a slightly higher outplay. It's 11. It's probably about the same anyway, but it does block a higher outplay, so maybe this is a bit better here. Okay, I think we just do that then. Okay, there we go. It's a loss of 54 points. So let's put that on, add that to the record right now. 54. So we're at 22.5 losses minus 1186. We have 2 games to go now, and looks like Macondo has almost it's actually finished analyzing this game already. So yeah, let's see what it says. Again, we're looking for 2000 elo, so let's have a look. There it is. Pretty interesting because again, it is over 2000. 7 out of the 11 turns were optimal, and pretty much everything for the first, like, I don't know, how many is that? 7 moves? Pretty much perfect. Again, latifiers or salified, which I talked about, is a 0.1% difference. I mean, different. I think if you simmed it a bunch of different times, it's going to give you slightly different answers, but it's pretty much the same. It says that. What is that? Nutlet? Nutlet next to out hit is actually the slightly better play with Jut here, and then Neville was actually right. Oh, I missed Skog. Wait, I missed Skog? Why did I not even think of Skog in the same spot with Abs? Didn't even think of that. Oh, that's not smart. 5i. Where's 5i? Ego onto the 04 Born, which will likely get blocked most of the time, but okay. Fair enough. It's another one over 2000, so I will take that. It's always nice to see. And again, no bingo misses either. So yeah, not bad. Alright, that's 4 games in the books already. All 4 over, well, actually all 4 of them have been 20, 50 or more so far. We have 2 games to go, so let's continue with what we are playing today, and let's see. Game number 5. Blue Penny says, feels like Makondo underestimates how often certain lines get blocked. That is 100% true. It thinks that ego for 4 points is really going to do a job. I mean, I didn't even keep good tiles, particularly. I wouldn't keep good tiles after ego anyway. But it just assumes that a lot of the times it won't play there, and then you get a bingo, and then you win. Like, that's not realistically what the best spot's going to do. It's not going to happen. So again, that supposedly was a large error, but it's probably not really a large error in the grand scheme of things. But we're gonna just go with it. That's fine. Okay, the bot has exchanged 1 tile. Interesting. So let's see. What do we do? Do we just play jab or Kaz? I feel like Kaz probably gives away the least. Again, this is like the Makondo analyzer is not going to really take this into account in terms of inference. But I think Kaz, the C and the A are pretty good tiles to bingo through. So maybe if I just do jab, give it 1 fewer good tile to bingo through. Kaz also does take the H hook and not the S like jab does. So. And the C and the Z are a bit more blocky, but if you want to play parallel, that is. But maybe this is fine. I mean, let's just see. I think jab is okay here. Oh, no vowels. The J is also not such a good tile compared to the Z, so I think I'd rather just keep the Z in case the bot bingos and exposes some vowels. But we don't have any vowels of our own. So that's a problem. Okay, the bot plays Nai. Okay, well. I think I exchange here then, right? Nothing that I do is going to be good, so I think we'll just throw back a bunch of these tiles. I feel like the N goes better with the Z than the R, right? Is that right? I keep forgetting which way around it is, but I think we're kind of splitting hairs here with this now. Maybe we just keep the R. Keep RZ. We can end up drawing another R. But we drew QU and the S. See if the bot bingos now. Must have just drew the Y. Pretty unfortunate draw, but we'll see. Luthier. Okay, so the bot is now kind of broken up the rack now. I don't really have a great deal to play. Like with Luthier. Don't really want to play Res and AR. I suppose it's the Z. Just above the double here. I could play Says. That kind of blocks things up a little bit more as well, which might be good in this situation. But again, the boss just played off 5 tiles, so might not be that much of a threat at this moment in time. But everything kind of isn't very good. But maybe we just do this. But yeah, that I think would be the next best thing or biggest thing for Macondo to, when it analyzes its move, to be a bit more aware of what it thinks the opponent will do or won't do. I think that's really the main criticism of it right now. Does a good job otherwise though. Okay, Lug has come down. Interesting. Oh, can play Quorum. That is by far the best play here. I'm not even gonna have to think too hard about that. But a move like Lug means the bot will probably bingo, and it does. Don't think I have really much here. Can't play Interburn through the U and the N. Might be something like Burr. B-I-R-R. Yeah, might just be this. I'm actually also one tile off jabbering as well. Jabber. Need a G here. But not quite. Close but no cigar, unfortunately. And we have drawn very, very well. Okay. Nice. So something like Anterior would be good here, not opening up anything. The bot has actually taken out that spot to the left of the R of Burr, so guess we're going to have to reach over to the right side. Hopefully we can find something that doesn't give away quite so much. So like I don't want to put an S in space, for example. Rosinate is not too bad. Don't want to put the E out in space either, if possible. So maybe something like Reaction? That could be okay here. Or Relation. That seems good. Reanoint? Not that. Yeah, it might just be Relation here. I think that is the play. Maybe just do that. Okay. Were you able to catch any of the Adam/Nigel match today? Blue Fella? Yes, I did. Yeah, I watched probably the first like maybe like 5 games, I think. Maybe 6 games, and then I had to leave. But yeah, I did catch a bunch of it. Looked like a lot of very, very strong games there. Again, these guys are not going to be missing hardly anything, so just another pre-tournament reality check here that this is what we're getting ourselves into for the for the tournament this weekend. We'll play Piani here. Keeps good. Keeps ES. But yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously Nigel was a bit unlucky not drawing too many blanks, but again, that's part and parcel of the game. Big FR here. That scores really well. Yeah, drew that many blanks. Yeah, the first 4 games were all his blanks. But at the same time, Adam won 4 games out of 7, so it's still firmly in the balance going into tomorrow's set of games. But it then does also show that, you know, even the best players can get unlucky. It's not just us. It's not just you. It can happen to anybody. But the difference is that Nigel still plays the best moves, even when he is unlucky. And when he does that, he can still win games, even without all the good stuff. So it's important to remember that too. That it is also, you can't just keep bemoaning your luck all the time. You still have to make the best of what you've got. And if you do that enough times, then you'll be doing pretty well. Maybe we'll get 15 games if the audience are the lucky ones, for sure. That's, we're all hoping for that, I think. Okay, I think I'm just going to drop the axe here. Could potentially draw into a bingo, but I can't really do much else otherwise. Could also just play off the D, but I don't know. I think this is fine. Yeah, if I did something like drawing an E for Donders or something, but the bot has feelers. Maybe that was a good opportunity to block something, but maybe I should have done that. Instead, the bot has played feelers, so I can play Kendo here. I think that looks very strong. So we'll do that. Keeps us about level here. Plays Volt very quickly. Not much time, not much thought there, which is interesting. Why did it make a move so fast? Okay. What's the next move here? Maybe Gaddy? Keeping 2 R's? Is that really ever right? I don't particularly love it with 2 R's, but there's no more R's to draw. And you could, if I don't do that, I could do something like drag, but there's still 3 eyes unseen. Would definitely prefer to get rid of an eye here. But this does give me a much better leave, so maybe I need to just roll a dice on this. Hope to draw into a bingo or something. I mean, who knows? Okay. Okay, didn't draw an eye. That's good. 3 points behind. But plays the F. Leave 7 tiles as well. This is going to become very tactical now in terms of what to do. So Kendo's is really the main spot here. Question is, how much do you think how likely will the bot have something there too? Or maybe just coaxing me into playing there. But I'm 17 behind. I could just play GI and QI here. It seems like a good spot getting rid of some eyes, but I don't want to necessarily draw too many or have too many eyes in hand. So this kind of puts us back level again, leaving 5 tiles in the bag. Might be okay here. Again, there we go. We just drew an I and an O. Bot plays Khan for 23. And the letters left are not particularly great now. Bot played the A, so there's no more A's left. Can't set up my S, because I still have the S left. So an interesting idea also is to play something like Walk. Because if the bot doesn't have the O, then it actually becomes very difficult for the bot to play anything there. This is now a ready-made setup play of Odd next to it. Like, the bot could also just play Val and then probably just win, but I'm a little bit behind here. I do threaten some bingos as well, like Distort and things like that. But are we now going to hope that the O is still in the bag? Yeah, this is really tough to play here. Very tough. Could also play WAF as well, that's another option. It kind of does a very similar thing. Is it better to play WAF? Another option also is just to play OK without the W. There are actually no hooks to OK as well, but I'm just a little bit behind. This also leaves one in the bag, so I don't know. I wonder if this is actually a slightly better play. I think I want to go with it. Through the T. We're 13 points behind. And we have the R for rock, we have the W for walk, and we have the D, O, and W for oof, or doff or waff, which again doesn't score that much, but it's still something. But it's one of those things where it's like maybe you just need to try and make the BESTBOT make a mistake here. So yeah, don't forget we've got one more game after this. Okay, so the bot didn't use up the O. It's setting up Visit and Kendo's as the next thing here. So actually this is an interesting move because I can do something like Whis. And actually the bot can't really do much to block it. It can play something through here. And I could do something like Doubt the next turn. Just seeing what else I can do here. But blocking Visit looks like the biggest number one thing to do here. You need to block Visit. So if I do something like Whist, I can threaten some kind of outplay with Ord, O-R-D. It's 25 points. What am I? I'm going to be 382. The bot will probably block it, but what? But with what? Because another option is just to go without the T and just do Whis and then go for Doubts the next turn. But it will probably block it with with what though? Like Lit or Till or something. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. That's 25. What if I do something like Stow? That doesn't seem to be any better though. It seems to be worse. Also, Whist just gives me Odd onto the next to it as well. So maybe we just do this. Okay, so that's Vim. So do I win now? How many do I get here? 8 points. So I think I do win this game. I think I managed to finagle the bot here and managed to outmaneuver it here, which seems almost impossible to do, but I think we managed to make it happen. I guess we have Drow here, which is a little bit more. Alright, there we go. We managed to win by 3 points. Phew. That was, yeah, that was tough. But yeah, that move of OK and of was really the one that really helped me get over the line there. Be interested to see what it actually thinks according to Macondo. But that seemed to have caused the bot a lot of problems, which is exactly what I wanted to do. So yeah, up to 14.5 wins. All right, that's a 3-point victory. So our spread is improved to minus 1183. Okay, but we've got another win on the board, so that's good. 2 and 3 for the evening tonight so far. So yes, that is that. Okay. I will make a note of this. And again, we will look at what Macondo has said. And again, we're looking for an elo of over 2,000. And here it is. We did not go over 2,000. We got to 1,800. Yeah, that's all we got for this one. Again, it's hard to really tell because I actually got 9 out of 15 optimal turns, but I made obviously bigger mistakes in some of these as well. So it's just how the cookie is crumbled in this case. Didn't miss any bingos either, so that's fine. But again, a lot of these might just be kind of weird decisions as well. So we have jab here. We already know that the bot had exchange, so Frank might not have been particularly good. So yeah, the next kind of, well, 6 moves were pretty much perfect here. And then the next one was when I played XI, I could have played odds, which actually would have blocked the bot's bingo of feelers. So that's this move here. So let me just have a look for you. Look here. It's this turn here where I should have played odds and setting up the X. That is actually the very, very smart move as well. Again, I think that the bot will probably play next to the O to at least take up the space and the most dangerous spot. So that was an 8% mistake here in the middle of the game. Kendo was pretty good as well. It actually preferred me to play instead of drag, he wanted me to play drad. Well, so why would it want me to do that? That is interesting. And quite honestly, I don't really know why. Keeps rigs instead of rids. Maybe there's a chance I could draw into a bingo with an N, maybe. It's possible. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I think there might be just a lot more bingos that could combine with GIRS rather than DIRS with kendos, potentially. But that's the only thing I could think of, really. I'm not really sure what else, but it's only 1% anyway. And then GI underneath QI was best. And then this is the biggest mistake here. 33% error. With a move that I actually thought was actually pretty good. That shows what I know. But it wanted me to play sword and kendos. So it was actually this turn. It wanted me to play sword right here. So now why would it want me to play sword keeping IOW? It says it's a 33% win percentage loss here. I think it's because it wants me to block visit maybe straight away. I think any move that the bot will play in that area of the board will probably win. So that was probably what it was thinking. And then I had to take off the biggest threat on the board. The thing is, the bot actually played MO because it was saving the S for the next turn, which it never had the chance to do it. So I was kind of outmaneuvered it a little bit, but the bot did have the S as well, so it could have played something there. But it got a bit too scared when I opened up OF on that move. So yeah. that was that. And then the end game was optimal. So I played Whist. I was contemplating Whist or Whist, but yeah, I think you just have to threaten an outplay here, and then Drow was my best move. So yeah, not too bad overall, apart from maybe two different moves that kind of. I mean, this move, I don't know if it was really that much better, but again, we have to trust what Macondo is saying. It's pretty significant error otherwise. But yeah, that's what contributed to the 1800 elo. But we managed to get a win in the end. So on the scoreboard, that's now put us at 14.5, which is option 2 in the prediction, right, so far. We do have one more game to go, so let us continue and move on to the final game, game 38. We'll be starting this one. And the letters are not particularly great. It might be something like Oho here. I think it's going to be Oho. We'll play it here. Oho doesn't take an S, so pretty defensive in that sense. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be the last game I'm going to play in this series before Albany. So we'll see how that goes, eh? If I can play somewhat close to this level whilst I'm in Albany, then I'll be happy with that. But yeah, the overall goal, I think, is really to try and cash it in Albany. I think it's the top 10 that will potentially win some prizes. I think I'm seeded number 13 according to the WoW, the Wigpo rating system. Maybe just Zo. Zo. Okay, we'll just do ZO here. 33. Thank you, Hopeful Menace, as we believe. I believe too, you know? I believe too. Again, if I just play to my best and don't make any silly mistakes, I think I can at least cause some damage, but there's just so many good players in this field. It's going to be very hard to rise above everyone else in the standings. Agility, okay. Don't think I have any bingos here. Not given the right floating tiles. So it might be something like Neef. N-I-E-F. Just to open up this area of the board. Yeah, might just be that. Oh. Have A-lets to the E of Neef as well. I don't know if there's anything else. Okay, so Tucket comes down. Lattices, I guess. Yeah, maybe just that. Halkiest is the other anagram, which doesn't hit a double, so I think we're just going to do this. So it puts us back down to 20-point difference, and now we've just drawn the X and the blank. So hopefully Ducks stays open next to Rigidity, but it feels like that's pretty much the area of the board that the bot will probably play. Either in that same spot or next to the A of Lattices. So yeah, there it is. So that kind of blocks off all of those options. So maybe it's just XU next to on the other side. Does give away a lot of points though if you have an E, but I think we have to take some score here. Try and go for a bingo. Wilja. Okay. Ungirded onto the E. Or upgirded. I think that looks pretty good here. Okay, so now about tied again. The bot plays in that spot. Okay. 52 points. So we're back behind, chasing again. Man, no rest for the wicked, eh? This game. Just need a little bit of help here. Just to get myself kind of level pegging again. Might be something like Haven. An Un. Yeah, might just be it. Might just be all I can do. Highest scoring play, and we just drawn into 2 B's, 2 I's. So yeah. Gonna do the best of what we got. Be Fifi or something. I don't know. We've got so many different problems with our rack right now. I'm not really sure what to attend to first, but whatever scores the most, that might be the number one thing. So it might be something like Fifi. Gives 2 B's though, which is a problem. Yeah, really been in a lot of trouble here. Completely honest with you. It's not looking good at all. I need some kind of like miracle draw or something. An N at least gives me ebbing through that eye of Fifi. That at least gives me a chance to potentially like draw into something. So aggro comes down. Okay, so I think this wait a minute, let me think here. So bebop is also another word. Doesn't play anywhere though. So yeah, it might just be something like ebbing here. I don't think I can do too much else. This gets rid of a lot of bad tiles. Forks the board as well with the E. So you can bingo in either column M or O. And I have OP left on my rack, and they won't really, I mean there's only 1 O left, no P's left, so I'm not going to duplicate those. So we're hoping to draw something good, but we just drew the Q. Oh, and Awareness comes down. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Okay. I can't remember if Ebbings is a word. I guess it doesn't really, does it matter that much? Ebbings is not a word. No, I didn't really think so. So I have two different options here. I can play Qua here for 25, or I could just put QI here for 22, keeping the A. I would draw into a bingo with the N or the R draw here. And an L. And also an O. So I do draw into a lot of stuff like this. I mean, it's not going to be enough to win, in my opinion, but... And to be honest, it might get blocked before I even get the chance to do anything, but... I think potentially more than half of the bag will give me some kind of bingo after QI. So I think that's good enough for me to do that here. Okay, we got the end. So Persona will play next to ET of Ebbing, Net and Ab. Oh, okay. So the bot bingo's there. Oh man. Okay. Princess Firmus, I can actually, I can just send you my wife's email through Discord, and that'll be easier. I don't know if she's still around right now. She might be busy watching like the Kardashians or something. I don't know. So yeah, I can just drop you a message with that, and then you can talk about it amongst yourselves. If that's easier. Okay, well I think we're gonna play Persona. Oh, okay. She can just email to me. That's fine. Either way. Okay, there we go. I really don't know. I really don't know what else I could have done with that game. So yeah. Oh man, I don't know. Okay, let's analyze this game. But yeah, I think I pretty much, I feel like I did as much as I possibly could to come back there, but I'm sure the Macondo will tell me otherwise. It's gonna give me a big slap around the face and be like, why don't you do this? So it's a 54-point loss here. So at the end of match day 6, we have finished on 14.5 wins, 23.5 losses, minus 1237. This means that if you voted for option 2, 14 to 14.5 wins, that is the result of the stream tonight. So well done if you did that. I think that was actually my wife who did that again. So thank you for that. Unfortunately, sorry to Hopeful Matter, I couldn't quite muster up another half a win there. So sorry about that. I'm always going for option 1. Couldn't quite make it though. Very close. But yeah, the bag did not cooperate in this last game at the very least. So yeah, I'm just going to go through the final game as well. And I will show you that in a moment once it's actually completed. It's actually at the end game right now, so not too much longer to wait for that. I think it seems to be working out the end game. Although, like, the bingo, I think there's only one bingo to play, so I don't know what else there is to work out here. So yeah. We'll see what it says. But yeah, as I said, this is basically my last stream for about a week and a bit. So so yeah, don't forget I'll be streaming. Well, not streaming. I'll be streaming again probably Thursday next week. Obviously, in 2 days on Thursday, I will be in Albany, so we'll be streaming then, and I think I'll be back home Sunday night. So I probably need Tuesday to kind of analyze my games at the very least. So then that will be that. So Tuesday would be nothing. This will be next week or next calendar week. Thursday I'll be probably just doing an analysis stream of some of the games that I played in Albany, and then the week after that I'll be doing match day 7 and 8 of this series, and then I'm off to SPC. So that will kind of nicely round off this series and this kind of summer of Scrabble that I am kind of playing in. I'm not playing in World Cup, so that will be my last 2 tournaments for the time being. So yes, let's quickly look at Macondo just for completion here. Here it is. So I did play to a 2000 level here in this game as well. It didn't like playing Oho. It actually wanted me to exchange the first move. But again, you can see with the win percentages, there's not really much lost here. What is that? Oh, it wanted me to play Torquiest. I didn't even look at the K of Tucket. I played through the C of Lattices, and I didn't think about the K. It's only a very minor error, to be fair. But yes, the next couple of moves were fine. Haven and Vegan are both about the same. I'm going to play, what is that? L11. DF. Interesting, okay. DF, keeping BBGI. Okay, that's kind of, you know, what I was contending with here. Ebbing was best, and then it wanted me to play, what is that? C12? VAE, Vay, keeping the Q and hoping to draw the U. Was there any U's unseen? I don't think there even was. So what was it trying to do? I'm not even sure what that even means. What does that even do? I'm actually keeping OPQRS. So there must be some kind of weird fish that I was having to look at here. I don't really know. That's kind of weird. I don't really know why that's a big mistake, but that seems weird. But in any case, it's a 2083 estimate elo here. So we actually did that. We actually got over 2050 5 out of 6 times today. So I guess if there was, I mean, I'll be completely honest, I wasn't necessarily feeling all that hot about how I was playing overall, but it seems like I have played about as good as I have been in this stream as well. So about as good as I could do just before the major tournament. So yeah, I think, what is that as an average? Average today of 2049. So that's not too bad. 2049, which is about an average mistake index about 1.5. So that's actually pretty good. That is actually very good. Okay. So yes, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Catch me again on Thursday next week for an analysis stream. We'll be going through, playing 28 games at Albany. There's going to hopefully be some kind of interesting ones there to look through. So we'll see what happens with those. But otherwise, yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully you guys will follow the Albany results starting on Thursday morning in the US. Many of the world's best players, especially in North America, will be there playing. and I'll be in the thick of it for that tournament also. So hopefully I can do you guys proud. Hopefully I can play to the best of my ability. Hopefully get a good result, and a little boost in Wesper Ring hopefully as well. That would be great. And yeah, that is basically it. I'll be flying out tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, feeling relatively decent now after today's games. So yeah, I think that is about it. So yeah, we'll go follow and go subscribe to the YouTube channel that'll be doing the live coverage. That is Let's Play Scrabble on YouTube. Go do that if you haven't already. But otherwise, as I said, I will see you in what will be 9 days from now. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for getting involved with the prediction, the Infinity Words game, the chat tonight as well. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, all will be good. So that's it. I will now raid somebody. Don't even know who to raid right now. There's not really much going on, but if you want to play some Infinity Words, I'm gonna go raid the StudyK channel. So let's go do that. So again, thank you all for watching. Yeah, hopefully I'll be on the stream in Albany too. Send some positive vibes on there. Whether I'm playing or not. Hopefully if I'm playing on there, then send even more. Send the energy. Give me the extra power to win. And that's about it. So hopefully that will happen. So until then, next Thursday, I will see you soon. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. And good night.